Well, I got a bit of a little announcement to make. Um, I'm building a secret prototype. Um, Not for any spooky government organisation, but it's of the tiny house variety, but it's nothing like you'd expect. I've been running a few experiments on a few different materials, and I've expected it to work all right, and it actually worked really, really well. I was quite shocked how well it did work with some of these things. Um, Basically, this tiny house I'm building will be like nothing you've ever seen before. I've looked into it. There are several aspects where it is a world first. It is basically in a category of its own in at least two different areas. In two different areas, there's nothing that's like it. Built officially, you know. I can guarantee you, hands down, there will be parodies, probably a couple of hundred parodies of this thing, because it is sort of crazy, but it works. It's not what you expect. You're liable to be quite shocked. It'll be a jaw dropper when you do see it. Some of you might be a bit, oh my gosh, what's he done? Some of you may even laugh. And some of you may think it's crazy, but sort of half brilliant at the same time if it all works, but still sort of crazy because it sort of is. But you know, I've got a bit of confidence in it. I've got a lot of confidence that some people will be laughing their guts out. But to do its job as a house, I think it'll work quite well. If I had had the options to get the materials that I wanted exactly, I probably would have done it different to how I have done it. But the materials I've been playing with and some of the stuff used to build this stuff, I'm quite shocked at how it's actually turned out. Even, you know, to me, like officially, yeah, it's supposed to do this and that, but when you actually test it out for real, and it does do it, and it does it really quite well, it's just like, my gosh, I wouldn't have seen that coming. And you throw all these combinations together, and you got something that's a real flaming head turner. Like, so yeah, you won't be seeing anything of it until it's released to the media. And it's liable to give me 15 minutes of fame. It may cause a bit of strange shenanigans. I don't know how my boss will take it. I'm liable to get shit canned on a lot of TV stations and whatnot, but there's some who may be seriously interested. I'm going to release it to the media. They'll be sent the same video footage that I put on YouTube. You may actually see it on the evening news before you see it on YouTube if you don't get to the internet terribly often, like only once a week or something. And I also have a French translator who'll do a French version, and I sort of suspect the French may be sort of interested because in some ways it may be up their alleyway a bit. But yeah, I just thought I'd let the cat out of the bag slightly. By the way, this is sort of not really something that's going to be used much as a tiny house that individuals will buy. They'll buy a few, but I think it's more a thing that it's going to be, you know, FEMA might be interested, and a lot of corporations, mining exploration corporations, actual mining companies, you know, and even government research places who do environmental research and stuff like that will be interested, because there's a feature of this tiny house that nobody else is going to be able to match. And I think for, you know, mining industry and stuff like that, you know, let's put it like this: it is so portable that you can't get your head around how portable it is. and yet still be very much like a house inside. But that's just one little snippet I'll let out there. But yeah. So that's that. If you're in a position to be able to sell this product, if you're a salesperson and you think it may have a bit of, you've got the ability to move it, we may be able to work something out. I may also work on a second prototype, which I think will be a lot more realistic for mass production. But initially I just want to see my first prototype and see that sort of work. And there'll be aspects of that I already know I can do better if I could get large amounts of certain materials. It's been such a struggle to get the existing materials that I've just got to use what I've got now and see if we can make something out of it.